future project, the Green Spire. Background. The approach uses layered frameworks to resolve the design proposal on different scales. The Urban Design Framework identifies and resolves context issues in the community. The Landscape Design Framework will resolve site functions and layout design. Creating Place Framework will incorporate mixed functions to activate the space and create character. Graphic Design Framework will resolve detailed design interventions using branding design principles. The Graphic Design Framework will use expanded brand equity wheel from my dissertation. It will provide a structural approach to apply the branding concepts to practical design interventions. The project idea was influenced by multidisciplinary projects that creates place and identity. The key projects create space and changes the functions of underutilized spaces to promote change. The proposal will use the RSA judging criteria to measure and assess the effectiveness of the project. The RSA judging criteria uses social, environmental impact, rigorous research, compelling insights, systems thinking, and creativity and innovation. The RSA criteria represents regenerative thinking, which reflects the latest trend in social and environmental ideals. Research problem. The site is based in Oldham, which is an outlying town within Manchester. The target site has a high crime rate. It is the most deprived area in Oldham. It suffers from overcrowding. The average population age is 30. It mainly consists of young families. The target population lives on low income. The main ethnic background is Indian. To assess the core social issues, a storyboard mapping was produced to identify community problems. There were a lack of opportunities for community engagement, lack of pride for local spaces. Children tend to stay indoors and keep to themselves. Streets are too unsafe to go out and play in. The local area is deprived and lacks character. Key landmarks and buildings are spoilt from takeaways and fly tipping. The area suffers from drug abuse and antisocial behaviour. Majority of the housing are terrace houses, which makes the character of the area monotonous. From the survey analysis, the nature of the design problem is defined. Spatial problems are caused by fly tipping, low safety and overcrowding. Identity issues are mainly caused by derelict buildings and uninspiring character. Functional issues are caused by lack of mixed-use community spaces and green spaces. Community issues are caused by lack of engagement and cohesion. Concept. The concept is to create a safe link called the Green Spire between Oldham Town Centre and Medlock Vale Park. The idea is to use the alleyways to create green passage through the problem areas of Oldham. The plan is to reactivate hidden spaces with mixed-use community spaces to enhance engagement and perception of local spaces. The Green Spire master plan uses a sequence of spaces to create mixed-use channel to promote activity and diversity to the alleyways and streets. The new core urban spaces will create activation spaces that affect change on a local level to increase value and perception of the area. The target space acts as a key urban area of the Green Spire and will act as an intermediary transitional space. The site is located at the heart of Werneth community, where most of the core target area problems lie. The aim is to create an urban park within the Green Spire to engage the community and create a new identity. The design reclaims the alleyways and street spaces using architectural interventions to create place. The alleyways are opened up and covered by a glass roof to create an exotic themed arboretum. The street spaces have integrated play spaces that utilise the vertical spaces of the streetscape. The core of the plan is the St Thomas Church Square, which integrates lighting installations and mixed use to create activity and place. The main concept of the proposal is the conversion and regeneration of the houses. The main source of inspiration is from grand designs and how contrasting modern materials are used to create identity. The interventions will expand the upper living spaces to create more efficient use of the vertical space. The colour palette is drawn from Indian murals and paintings and will be used in the graphic interventions to enhance identity. The palette will be subdivided to create sub-character areas in the site to promote the different spaces and functions of the proposal. The regeneration of the alleyways is focused on creating themed gardens that will attract visitors and engage local residents. The concept will use a glass roof to create an arboretum to create an all-seasonal gardening space. The gardens will have themed installations created by artists to attract interest. The play interventions inject joyful play-based engagements that provide architectural interest with fun activities. The idea is to create a raised play area above the street to fully utilise the vertical street space. The balconies extend the upper floor space of the houses to provide access to promote activities on the upper floors. St Thomas Church Square is regenerated by a sculpture garden and lighting installations to enhance the church landmark. New materials and planting will enhance the views to the church and provide seasonal interest for visitors and residents. The space will incorporate mixed-use functions such as community events, markets and street sports. The alleyways will be converted into themed arboretum gardens by creating a glass roof over the space. The gardens will provide urban farming opportunities and exhibitions for art installations. The idea is to create a communal garden space where residents and visitors can exchange ideas and crops. The treehouse provides a new landmark and meeting and play area for St Thomas Church Square. The external space is regenerated into a water play area that will create reflective views towards the treehouse. The treehouse will provide overhead views towards St Thomas Church, which enhances their identity and place. The new extended facades will use strip lighting to create identity and character to the street space. The lighting will highlight the new and existing architectural features to create place. The lighting will promote activity at night and promote safety as well as adding visual interest to the space. Thank you.